Direct-to-consumer selling off an artist's website has been sort of evolutionary, where it's very commonplace today. Historically, record labels and artists were concerned about protecting the channels, the big retail partners out in the world, whether it be in the old days, unfortunately, Tower Records, to a Walmart, to a Target, to the independent. It could be Newberry Comics, could be Music Millennium in Portland, which is one of the best record stores on the planet, right? Today's world, that includes and extends, of course, to iTunes, which is in many labels' #1 account, and then all the other digital partners. But the fact is that most partners have no concern whatsoever of artists or labels selling direct to consumer through the channels that they've built up. We still, at a label level, link off to our main partners, and most artist sites do. If an artist controls, funded, and built up their own site, they have an opportunity to make that extra margin as the retailer. If they're signed to a label, they're probably they work out a deal where they get a wholesale or a reasonable discount on wholesale. In many major label cases, artist sites are funded by the label and they work in partnership together. But what it does is it takes advantage of this built-up channel direct to the core fan. And what happens often, I think, and it works best, whether it be using a partner like Topspin, EchoSpin, or many of the other direct-to-consumer commerce platforms, is creating something unique for that fan. Something that's a little bit more difficult. You can't maybe get it everywhere, or it's not as likely to be carried at a physical retailer. It's a special fan pack bundle with the Berkeley Music boxer shorts and the necktie and the sunglasses, plus this limited edition, artistic box wrapped around the music. It's a collectible in addition to the music. That's a play that gets run quite often. I think it works really well, and the fans want it. It's important for artists, labels, all their business partners to find out what's the best way to maximize that channel to the audience that they're creating together, and give the fan what they want and pay attention to them. So we've even done cases where we'll solicit fans, try to find out really what are they looking for, or we'll throw up options to them and they get to pick, and whichever one bubbles up to the top will be the one that we'll actually produce for them. So, we're in a place today where you can create merch on demand easier than ever. We've been there for a while through a variety of companies, like Cafe Press may have been one of the first, at least one of the first that got notoriety. Zazzle's out there, Mash-On, if you're familiar with, and there's many more I'm probably skipping. I apologize to them, but you can do interesting things with virtually no inventory risk. That way your cousin Vinny doesn't have to have 3,000 Berkeley Music boxers in his garage while you're not selling them. And if it starts to work, you can flip it in and take on that inventory risk. Obviously, with social channels functioning in many ways like an artist's website, or at least replacing some of the need for some of the artist websites. So massive superstar artists have as many as over 30 million likes on Facebook. And how do you maximize that? Do you decide to sell through a Facebook page, through an app that you've built for that? Do you bring them back to your site? There's no wrong answer to either. You just have to try, test, iterate, be agile with it.